We pull shopping carts encrusted with starfish, a stubborn, clinging crab, a thick, sharp skin of barnacles, and discover just how life under the surface makes the best of the situation we've imposed on them. Happily and blissfully sunning on the dock, we sip from cold cans and drop them, unthinking, into the cool body of the lake. Bodies of water remind us of all of the things we've lost. Flip-flops, sunglasses, swimming goggles, golf balls, coils of rope, and beer cans. In the process of diving for all of these things and pulling them up from the murk, we remember bodies of water teach us of all the things we can lose if we're careless and forgetful.
It was good. Too much garbage.
We're weighing all the garbage, and we keep track of how much we've pulled out over the years. And then once we've weighed it, we will dump it out and categorize it.
My name is Henry Wang. I am from Divers for Cleaner Lakes and Oceans. We're a non-profit organization that we remove trash from waterway. We've done about 145 cleanup dives, removed almost 40,000 pounds of trash from the waterways. A little while ago, I had this idea about trying to raise even more awareness by creating a piece of art with the trash that we pull out of the lakes. So I reached out to a friend of mine, Amy, who represents the Squamish Arts Council, and this idea was born.
Take a good look. Oh, I found another. The project was really important to me because I am a scuba diver and I do see the problem. It's pretty pervasive all over the world. Wherever you go, there's pollution, in addition to all the incredible marine life. And I also work in the arts, so I know that art has a really powerful ability to create social change and to be at the forefront of leading social movements. And so this seemed like a really good opportunity for us to marry the two ideas so that we could talk about the problem that often goes very unseen because it's literally hidden under the surface of the water in an innovative and uplifting and inspiring way.
It's nice to be a part of a restorative type project like this because these are real jewels that Mother Nature has blessed us with, and it's incumbent upon all of us to treat them with respect. And unfortunately, not all people do that, and so we have to make up for their lack of respect for the beach.
We need to clean up the beach. We need to leave the beach in a way where it regenerates itself for years after and regenerates itself for the animals and plants that need to live here that regenerate the water.
It wasn't that long ago that this whole area was suffering from a lot of pollution from industrialization, and through the work of so many good groups and organizations, there's been a great recovery that we've seen through the return of the cetaceans and all kinds of sea life. But it is a fragile recovery. The cleaning up of lakes and oceans is a really excellent example of volunteers working together and collaborating to do their part to clean up, to bring awareness to pollution and the problems that it creates, and then turning that into something where we can help inform the public.
When Henry called me up and said, hey, wouldn't it be kind of cool if we made some art out of the trash we pull up out of the waterways? And I said, sure, and maybe I can invite all my friends. So I reached out to arts councils in Pemberton, Whistler, Squamish, Lions Bay, Bowen Island, West and North Vancouver. And we organized a tour schedule. We reached out to artists, we brought some amazing sponsors on board, and we organized our cleanup dives.
Look at that, like looking really cool bottles.
Our last dive for the art project that we're doing. We've accumulated a lot of things that we're going to hand off to the artists to create something really, really cool. I'm really looking forward to that.
This is so exciting. It's been a really amazing experience to work with communities hand in hand to bring about this message and to also actually do the cleanup work. Phase 1 was all of the cleanup dives, where we were in the lakes and in the oceans and on the shorelines picking up trash. Today that trash becomes treasure. It goes from garbage to artifact, and the artists are going to take it to the next phase.
This year we've done 57 dives. We've spent over 130 hours underwater curating this trash for this project, and we've got it all laid out in mystery bags behind here. And what's going to happen is that the artists will reach into a hat, grab a number, and then they're going to go to their bag, and then they're going to be the big reveal for what they're going to get. So I can't wait. This is going to be so fun.
Without these teachings, we stand to lose the vibrant colors of our world, a long list of fish, a variety of algae, the awe-inspiring whales with hearts the size of spacious cupboards. Together we can take the beer cans, golf balls, sunglasses, old rope, plastic bottles, and phones and transform them from that trash that has been sitting at the bottoms of our water systems and turn them into art that teaches.
The artists that we are working with are really showing this problem in a very unique and interesting light, and what it does is it draws in viewers and it draws in people and it invites them to be part of the conversation rather than telling them what to think or what to say.
I think any creative person has the accessibility to be an art activist. Every time anyone makes something and they put it out in the world, they have the opportunity and they have the platform to share a story and hopefully enlighten whoever is coming in to see this.
My hope is to be able to cut through a little bit of the messaging with something a little different and reach people, make them think about how they're either adding to or helping this problem.
I really wanted to bring my end of this fear for the future of the condition of our planet. The Pacific giant octopus doesn't know between its own food source and a golf ball. And so if we can use our art as a message to other people that this is not an acceptable way to behave.
I think with this kind of initiative, it was just a wonderful opportunity to make people realize, artists included, what could be done with it, because I don't think a lot of the artists were really familiar with working with trash so much. So it just showed people what can be done. You're only limited by your own imagination. And that being said, you know, with my piece, it started off as one thing and then turned into something else. And I think that's the beauty of art. It's the experimentation The one thing that I'd like everybody to leave with is not to turn your eye on something that you might see on the side of the road, to think about it and let the creative juices flow and maybe either use it artistically or at least be inspired to pick it up and recycle it or put it in the trash.
I think what I'd like people to think about as a result of having been involved in this project in the last 2 years is, what is your personal responsibility in stewarding the health of your planet and your oceans and your waterways?
It is very important for us to manage the waterways responsibly for the community members, for the wildlife, for our cultural and traditional practices, as well as sports and culture. We are here to be stewards of the land so that we can continue to share our culture and traditions with not only the next generations, but also with the community members that live in this beautiful place.
Nowadays you hear a lot about climate change and the impacts that we as human beings will receive through climate change. However, as a Aliwat Nation person, my parents were able to teach me that I am one with nature. You know, Mother Earth wants to keep us balanced. So if I'm doing any harm, Mother Nature is going to try and offset that. There's a cause and effect, and you know, I'm going to be here for not much longer, but those that are coming after me, I'm here doing my best to ensure that we have a future here.
I think it's really important that people are engaging in this conversation, and once you see this art, once you see this project, continue talking about it, continue getting curious and exploring, and that can look like a lot of different things, and a project like this can show you those ways. So check out our website and start exploring the ways that you can make a difference, whether it is picking up trash while you're walking on the beach or engaging with some of your local politicians to request and put pressure on them to help solve these problems at a much higher level, and everything in between. Go check it out and see what you can do.
Together we urge each other to listen, to look, to notice wherein there is a glint of metal and plastic in the sand or the rocks by the water. We pull shopping carts up from the bottom of a lake, drink in the clean air, and try to buy ourselves generations more of clean water.